In the heat of the night, the engines roar. Sim Shack TV, giving you more. Lights on the track as the tension builds. Racing through the pixels, adrenaline spills. Grab your gear, get ready to ride. Live streams rolling, feel that pride. From the first lap to the last cross line. Sim Shack's got the action, every pulse divine. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark. From the Nürburgring to Bathurst climb, racing legends born, transcending time. Streaming live battles where the racers unite. Every drift and every turn, every high-speed fight. Watch the pros glow as they chase the fame. Sim Shack's the name, remember the game. With every pit stop and brake lock squeeze, the thrill of the race sends us to our knees. Racing with Sim Shack, hear the crowd cheer. Live from the fast lane, let's shift into gear. Feel the torque, let the throttle free. Every corner we own, just you and me. Sim Shack TV, ignite the spark. In this world of racing, we leave our mark.
Everybody, welcome along to Sim Shack TV. Wednesday night, round 2 of our Sim Shack Summer Series featuring the Toyota 86. As you can probably see from the blimp, tonight we're at Phillip Island. The boys are currently down doing some qualifying. So we'll have a look and see how things are going shortly. But first, let's have a look and see some of the results after round 1. So, as we can see, it's Ben Faulkner currently on top after a good round 1. Henry Fenton in second, 12 points behind. Then Ben Singer, 18 points behind Henry, and then Jack Boyd in 4th, who'd be looking to make amends tonight, no doubt. And then Moz in 5th, and Glenn Boyd in 6th, Stephen Barker in 7th, Joel Oosterwall currently in 8th, Campbell Hutton 9th, and then Dave Gogol rounds out our top 10. As I said, the boys are doing some qualifying, so let's bring up some details. It's actually Glenn Boyd on top at the moment. So, looks like he's found some pace. So we say hello to Keithy Logan on the chat. Good to see you make it, Keithy. Finished work on time. It's always a good thing. There's around about 2.5 minutes of qualifying to go. We might head down and catch up with Henry, currently second. Oh, Ben Faulkner is out there, but he hasn't set a qualifying lap yet. So, not sure what's going on there. Hasn't come up on our timing screen either. We'll see if we can rectify that. So there's our top 20 at the moment. A few of the boys are back in the pits already. It's still Glenn Boyd on top at this stage. Good to see Ant Connors, the Cobra, out there on track. It's been 24 hours without NBN, but obviously they've got it back up and running just in time for tonight, which is great to see. Donna joins us on the chat. Wishing Sean all the best tonight. Sean's currently down in 4th spot. Not much difference between Sean's time and young Jack Boyd's time, so should be an interesting night of racing if Ben doesn't set a lap. And just looking, Ben is actually out on track. I don't know if he may just get, if this is not his out lap, he may get a time set, but if not, he'll have a really big task. So there's now only just over 30 seconds of qualifying. Wait till this is a qualifying lap for Ben. Big G's on the broadcast. How are you, G? So Ben did actually set a lap that time around. Got him up into 3rd. So we should be able to bring up our scrolling grid. Keithy sending a shout out to 2/3 of the grid. That's what we like to see. All right, let's quickly bring up. Oh, we've got no sound. You just have to excuse me for a minute as I just realised that we've lost sound. Turn that down. Apologies for that. I just realised that we had a bit of a malfunction, but there is our grid. It's been scrolling while I just waiting on the lights. So we'll be Glenn Boyd off of pole. Henry will be out of 2. Then it will be Ben Faulkner, Steve Barker, Sean Doyle, Jack Boyd, Moz Moroz, Moz and Loshi sharing 8th and 9th as the lights come on. We're about to get underway for race 1.
Green, green, green.
Looks like Glenn got a good jump away. Being slightly swamped down into turn 1 though. It is actually now Ben Faulkner that is leading. Henry and Steve Barker duking away. Looks like everyone's made it through safely so far. Still the Boyds run side by side. It's young Jack now has got past Glenn. So they come around to complete lap one. Still Ben leading. Sean Doyle now has moved up into second spot. Looking to put a bit of pressure on. Ben at the front as Ben sets the fastest lap time that time around. Henry tucked in behind Sean as we ride on board with Sean. No major incidents as yet. So we're about halfway through lap two, which is always good to see. Some good clean racing to start the night. This is Dean, or Junior Longsdale as I call it, Junior. Senior is also racing with us tonight. Dino's currently down in ninth, just tucked in behind Loshi at this stage. She's tucked away in 8th at the moment. I think he's just settling into the 86. He's only been back a few days from his overseas holiday, so just getting himself reacquainted with the sim. Still no change. Oh, sorry, just as I say that. Sean has actually gone to the front now as they start lap 4. Henry's also tucked in there to put a bit of pressure on Ben. Still tightly packed at the front, as we can see. It's not not a lot of space between about the top 10 or so at the moment. As they still race too wide. Henry's looking to try and get in under Ben. No, Keithy, Damo's using his leave pass tonight. He's away on business, so he's used his one and only leave pass for the season. Should be back next week, hopefully. Still very congested at the front of this field. Looks like Ben managed to stave off that challenge from Henry. Still holds down that second. Be looking to get a bit of a toe down this long front straight. So we jump on board with Ben. Will he pull out of the toe, or is he happy to sit there for another lap or two? As Darren Linus sets his quickest personal lap. Keithy, I don't. Damo practiced last night. I don't think there was any danger of him winning tonight. Or as Ben runs it wide. Yeah, I'm not sure, Don. I don't. I think all the liveries have come out as they should, unless Sean's. Oh, Sean's run it wide. Let's open the door. That's a costly mistake. It's cost him 2 spots there, as Henry managed to get through as well. Sean will be ruining that little mistake there. Just a little bit deep under brakes and ran it wide, which was enough for the other boys to jump on through. I have to check with Sean after the racing tonight, Donna, and just see if his livery did in fact show up. So, you can see Sean made up a ton of ground there. He's actually pushing Ben along as that's young Jack looking for a way through as well. This is some very close racing at the front, but so far it's been clean right through the whole field, so it's what we're looking for. So Keithy's now jumped onto the Moz wagon, which spells disaster, as now Ben Faulkner and Sean both run it wide. Sean managed to hold on. Steve Barker's also gone wide. I think Steve may have been trying to avoid all the other carnage. Oh, well, there you go, Donna. Maybe you can ask Sean if the livery is showing up correctly. I haven't had any word that my trading paints isn't working, so hopefully it's correct. As now Jack Boyd makes his run, moves up into second spot now. It's Darren Linus, or might have been Loggers out wide. As you can see, Jack raging up on the outside of. Jack's going to try the long way around. Oh, just manages to hold it on track, giving the inside run. That's compromised Ben a little bit, which has not only let Jack through, but also Henry. Glenn Boyd is up there as well. Don't know what's happened to Ben Faulkner. He's dropped all the way back. Wow. This is all going off in race one. Ben's still trying to find a way through on Loshi. So, side by side up through Lukey. Oh, I think Ben ran it wide again. He's losing spots hand over fist here on lap 7. He's now back with Dino down in 8th. Got a lot of work to do in this last lap. So we head back up the front, and it's actually father and son now at the front. Boyd Jr. leading Boyd Senior. Wonder if there's any team instructions for Boyd Senior to maybe ride shotgun for Jack on this lap. I doubt it. I think Senior would be just as happy winning a race. So he comes under pressure now from Henry. Moz is right up there as well. So Keithy, hang on to your hat. As oh no, there was contact. There was contact. Let's put Glenn into the front. I'm going to quickly go back and see if we can see what happened there. I think Henry's come in hot. He has, and he's run wide, and that's compromised Jack and Moz. So back at the front, it is Glenn Boyd now, leading over Loshi. Ben Faulkner has now made his way back up to 3rd. Wow. This has been some great racing in race 1. So make their way onto the front straight. Checkered flag should be out. It is, and it will be. Looks like it'll be Glenn Boyd. It will be Glenn from Loshi, from Ben Faulkner in 3rd. So the rest of the boys make their way over the line. Well, any one of half a dozen drivers could have won that race. It was one of the best races I've seen for a while. As we get ready for race 2. All right. She's just giving some last-minute instructions. We can see the. We'll quickly bring up a grid. See if I don't know if we'll get through it all, but we'll give it our best shot. So it's going to be Loggers and Jack Boyd starting on row 1. Then it will be Sean Doyle and Ben Faulkner. Loshy, oh, the lights are on. Loshy and Glenn Boyd will be on row 3. So we might do away with that.
Green.
And jump to the start. So it looks like everybody has got away safely again. Keithy saw a fairy penguin. Just don't mention any names, Keithy, and we'll all be safe. As Jack looks to get a run around the inside. Loggers has run wide. Actually, I think Loggers may have actually run off the track. He has. That's cost him a heap of positions. So it will actually be Jack Boyd. Sean. Oh, there's some really weird lines into that hairpin. It looks like everybody's made it safely through. As Ben now takes the lead from Sean. Jack Boyd back in third. Then it's Loshy in fourth. It's got Glenn Boyd for company. Our front three are about 7/10 in front of the chasing pack at this stage. That won't be enough to clear the pack once the tow comes into effect. Oh, somebody was running wide in the background there. As they hit this front straight to complete lap 1, I think you'll find that Loshy should be able to close that gap down, as long as it doesn't get out to around a second. Where is the Cobra? Let's go back. We'll might just wait and see how this pans out. As Sean again is giving Ben a bit of a push along, trying to keep Jack out of the picture. Jack will have the inside run at the next corner. Ben wasn't far enough ahead to be able to close that down. So again, I think Ben's run slightly wide, not as wide as Loggers on lap 1, but still compromised. So he's now side by side with Sean. Sean switches to the in. No, that was Ben that switched to the inside. Oh, too wide through here can get rather messy sometimes. All right, as these boys battle it out, we'll go back and let's have a look at where the Cobber is. Ant is actually one of the Southern Cross Endurance members now, so good to see Keithy giving him a bit of love and support. Connor's down in 11th at the moment. He's on the back of a really tight bunch of cars, so there's positions to be made, especially down this long straight. So I might jump on. Oh no, Cobra, you do it to me every time. As he jumps into the pits, we'll go back with Glenn Boyd. Jack leading. Glenn's got a bit of a run, but no, he's decided to give young Jack a push along. As Glenn sets the fastest time, a 1:44.3 that time around. I think Loshy is tucked in behind him, which he is. So we've got a bit of a split strategy this time around. The guys have to do just a drive through the pits in race 2. And obviously some of the front runners have decided to get that done early. Not sure that's a good thing, Keithy, as Keithy says that Cobra is the future of their team. I think jury's out on that one. Well, she should be quite comfortable sitting in behind the two Boyds at this stage of the race. So across the stripe this time around to complete. Oh, as the Boyds now jump into the pits, I think Loshi has stayed out though. He has. Oh, that can be a bit unfortunate because, as we can see, Loshi's now on his own, so there's no tow or push down the straight. So he's going to need to set a cracking lap time and basically do it all on his own. The boys are being well behaved, Keithy. I reckon it's because you're on the chat, mate. I may have warned a few people that Keithy will be watching. So we go back and find Glenn. I'm not sure. Probably need to try and ascertain who's done their pit stop and who hasn't. That would be handy, wouldn't it? See if we can for some reason it's not bringing up that information. iRacing tonight doesn't want to play, so we've got to fly a little bit blind. No, it's definitely not playing. So we'll just might have to wait until everybody's done their pit stop so we can work out who's who in the zoo. I know this. I know Ben has, and I know Loshi has. Oh, Loshi's doing his now. So when Loshi pulls back out, we'll have a pretty good indication, as I know these boys, Ben Faulkner, the two Boyds and Sean have all done their drive-through, as has Steve Barker. I think as Loshi comes back on the track now, he's going to be right in the middle of this group as he gets up to speed. I think that's actually given Jack a good lead. They're coming up on I think that might be Shannon Curry, who I noticed jumped back to the pits a while ago, so it's going to be an added hurdle for these boys, as someone has slowed right down there. I'm not sure if that was a lapped car. So this is the tussle for outright. Ben currently has the lead back as Glenn positions himself to give young Jack a bit of a push down the straight. Jack instead goes across. There's a lot of jockeying going on as they head down this long straight. This time Jack's going to be on the outside. What's the odds, Keithy? Better give us the odds. Are they good or... Oh, 3 wide. thought about it. Sean's on the outside. Oh, bit of push and shove there. These boys are playing for keeps tonight. There is prize money up for grabs, so I assume that is motivation for some of these boys. So I'm going to jump back and check out one of our new boys. This is Steve Daniels. Joined us after round 1 last week. Steve's doing a pretty good job at the moment. In the 11th spot. Got Loggers and the Cobra just ahead of him. Jump on board with Steve. Gets the benefit of a tow. A double tow now. Should bring him right up to the back of Loggers and the Cobra, who neither one of these two is going to give an inch. Steve thought about a move up the inside of the Cobra, but has obviously done his homework. Cobra does not like people trying to shove it up the inside. Oh! Just going to try the cutback. I think the Cobra's aware of that move. Some great racing all the way through this field tonight. So we head back up the front, jump on board with Sean. Oh, I think Ben's run it slightly deep into there. That's opened the door. Jack Boyd there as well. You don't get much closer than this. There's Ben, Sean and Ben side by side, the two Boyds. They're about to start the last lap. Wow. Oh, we're 3 wide at the moment. I think that might be Lottie that's joined the party on the outside. He has too. Oh, there's a bit of a rub. I think Boydie had to get on the brakes to avoid some serious contact there. Still Sean leading from Ben. Ben's got the inside run. Sean's going to look to cut back. Jack now gets a bit of a run on Sean as they head up towards Lukey for the final time. Sean will have the inside run over the top of Lukey, but then Jack should have the inside run. No, Sean managed to hold that spot. So head on to the straight for the final time. I think Ben might have this one. So they come down to the finish line. It will be Ben from Sean from Jack Boyd. Boys are just congratulating each other on another fantastic race. as rest of the boys make their way across the finish line. That was some epic racing. All right, the boys will have a 5-minute break before we head to the feature race, which they'll be required to do a full 4-tyre change pit stop. So while they're taking a break, we'll do likewise, and we'll be back shortly with race 3. All right, welcome back. About 5 seconds to go before the boys will be gridding up for the feature race. As I said, they'll be required to do a pit stop in this race, so change 4 tyres. Last thing they want to do is get caught speeding in the pits. You could say around about a 40-second time penalty, so definitely not something that they want. All right, well, let's see how we go with bringing up our grid. So it's going to be Wayne Losh off of pole, Jack Boyd out of 2, and it's Sean Doyle, Ben Faulkner on row 2. Row 3 is Glenn Boyd, who's joined us in the chat, and Henry Fenson. Then it's Steve Barker and Dave Gogol. Dean Logsdale, the Cobra in row 5. Then it's Darren Linus, Rob McGrath. Oh, the lights are on, so we'll jump up to the front.
Green flag, green flag.
Everyone looks like they've got away cleanly. So our 21, field of 21 cars heads down to turn 1. Looks like it's young Jack Boyd leading from Loshy at this stage. Ben Faulkner and Sean both up there as well. Steve Barker back in 5th, then Henry Fenson. And it's Glenn Boyd, Ant Connors, Dave Gogol, Dean Logsdale rounding out the top 10 at this stage. So Ben makes a move for the lead down into the hairpin. Loshy tries to get through on young Jack. Doesn't look like that move was successful. Sean's still sitting there in 4th. So we'll see what the pit stop strategies are this time. Well, it looks like we've got our first official crasher for the night. This is Dave Gogol. What's happened to Dave? Did he do it on his own, or did he get a helping hand? I think he might have got a little bit of a tap there. Oh, and he's pulled up in the worst possible spot in the middle of the track, but luckily everyone managed to avoid him. Doesn't look like there was too much damage, so Dave should be able to continue on. He has dropped 12 spots though. So make their way over the stripe to complete lap 1. It's Jack and Ben setting nearly identical lap times for that first lap. So young Jack now takes the lead. Double the race distance this time around, 16 laps. Should separate the men from the boys this time around. As Jack runs a little bit wide into the hairpin, allows Ben to get through. Sean also looks at trying to get a move done. Not successful. We go back and find Henry. Henry's having a consistent night, albeit not on the podium as yet. He's tucked in behind Sloshy ahead of him. So Sean looks to make a move on Jack, the bottom of Lukey. Jack manages to get that spot back. Oh, I think Loshy might have got a little bit untidy there. It's allowed Henry to get through. Steve Barker also Looks to make a move. Steve's run off the track. Oh, I'd like seeing cars side by side through this part of the track. And managed to get the job done. That's Glenn Boyd tucked in behind Steve. Oh, as Steve Barker, not sure what happened there. I might go back and have a look. As cheers, Keithy. Thanks for dropping in, having a chat with us tonight. As what happened? Oh, I think might have been Loshy that just tapped the rear of Steve there. That sort of spread eagled the field a little bit as Loshy and Boydie are now side by side. Cobra's moved up there as well. Oh no, sorry, that's Henry. Cobra is tucked in behind Glenn. Shunt has separated the field a little bit. There's now about just over a second gap between the leading group and our second bunch, which is currently being led by Glenn Boyd. As up the front, Jack looks to try and get a move done on Sean. Three runners at this stage. Faulkner from Doyle from Jack Boyd. Meanwhile, our two guys that were involved in those incidents early are now locked together on track. There's Steve Barker and Dave Gogol. Back in 14th and 15th, so they both dropped 7 spots. Continues to rage. Ben over Jack. Sean's still there in third. They've maintained that gap of around 1.1 seconds back to Glenn at this stage. Pit stops may change things. Oh, Jack gets a little bit squirrely there. I'm not sure if there was a bit of contact or he just got on the loud pedal a bit too quick, but gathered it all up. It hasn't cost him too much time, so still well and truly in this battle.
Yeah, there's not much grip down there. Down there and at Siberia, there's no grip.
There's a lot of gravel on the track as well. So. These boys at the front are pushing pretty hard. I'm surprised I've got any tyres left.
Yeah, they've got a good pace. There goes a couple.
There goes a couple, yeah. So that's Ben and Sean that have peeled off to the pits. Looks like Dean Loggers has also pitted. So there's our first three to blink. Also noticing that gap coming down between our front two and Glenn, currently in third. So you're doing a good job there, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm just chipping away. I lose a lot of time down here, so let's see if I can maybe take a different line.
Well, you've maintained the time, so you certainly haven't lost anything. If anything, you've gained a tenth. Well and truly in the hunt now.
Yeah, I reckon I can read his number plate now.
You've sort of broken away a little bit from Loshy there as well, so I don't know whether Loshy's starting to struggle a little bit with tyres. No one's blinked this time. Oh, yep. Just as I say that, it's young Jack that's headed into the pits, and so has Glenn. So that puts Henry in the uncomfortable position of running a lap with no assistance. Loshy stayed out as well. So did Moz. Looks like we've got quite a few in the pits this time around. This is Andy Phillips, who has jumped 13 places. He's in behind Phil Paradiso at the moment, who's up 16 spots. The boys haven't done their pit stop as yet, obviously, but they're up the front at this stage. We go back up the front. Loshy has managed to close down on Henry, so I think this lap has actually hurt Henry's chances a little bit. Will Henry stay out or will he pit? No, he stayed out again. Well, the boys that have pitted are still glued together. Jack has a slight advantage of around about 6/10 over both Ben and Sean at this stage. Lost a little bit of time in that pit stop, Glenn.
Yeah, it was a bit hard following Jack in. I think I probably lost a second, and then I lost a second probably finding my bay. So yeah, unfortunately. That's all right, still a long way to go. So let's try and bring the gap down and put us in the fight.
We're not even halfway yet, and I've got no doubt that the boys at the front will, at some point, re-engage in a battle. They seem content at the moment just to follow each other, but no doubt that'll change.
Something will happen.
It always does. Meanwhile, Loshi is putting a lot of pressure on Henry at the front, and they go past the pits yet again. So I think in the background, Moz is now pitted. So it'll be interesting to see where Moz comes out. He was around about a second behind Loshi, so interesting to see where he comes back out after his pit stop. That might give you a bit of a marker as to where these two could end up when they do pit. It's Henry and Loshi.
Yeah, hopefully in Escapia.
So Moz is still in the pits. Where's Jack? Jack is just coming around onto the straight. Tells me Moz is heading back out onto the track now as these boys continue to run 2 and 3 wide. Moz is actually heading back out onto the track. That puts Moz right in the mix with Glenn and the Cobra. Jump back with Henry and Loshi. See what they do this time. So they make their way around towards the pit entry, and again they stay out. There's definitely a strategy at play here. I think Loshi will be quite happy because he's getting a tow from Henry. Doesn't look interested in trying to get past at this stage, so he's quite content sitting there. We jump back with our 3 that have pitted, the front 3 that have pitted so far. Glenn's still got a bit of work to do, about 1.2 seconds at this stage. But I think their battle is about to commence at the front. The tough thing for these 3 boys at the front is that they can't really afford to get into a 2-way battle, because if that lets one of them loose, they'll take full advantage as Jack pulls way over to the pit wall. Obviously had a strategy, as Glenn Boyd sets the fastest lap time of the race so far and is now under a second as Jack runs wide out of turn 1 to turn 2, holds onto it. That may have actually pushed him to the front. Glenn's right up there now.
Yep, I'm reading these number plates now.
That was a cracking lap you put in. 1:43.5. As I said, that's the fastest lap of the race so far. As they 2 wide. Decision time now, Glenn. I don't know if you want to get involved in this.
Nah, there's a long way to go yet, so we might just just hold position and
let it
unfold.
Let it all unfold. I think you're in the perfect spot.
Let it all hang out.
I think you're in the perfect spot there. We might jump on board with Glenn. Enjoy the view from Glenn's cockpit as he watches these 3 in front battle it out, while Ben flicks up a bit of dirt there. So this time it's Henry's into the pits. Loshi stayed out. Not sure that was a good move. I think that'll see Loshi come in next time around. Henry has come back out, but and they were losing time on their lap times, and he's come out behind Moz and in a fierce battle with Cobra, as we just saw from just side-by-side racing. I think the Cobra's going to give this spot up without a fight. Well, leaders are just there, so if Moz can bridge this gap, he's been assisted a little bit. Sean has actually dropped off the back of the front three now by just under a second, so it's a perfect opportunity for Moz to try and bridge that gap, as Loshi now is into the pits. So we'll see where Loshi comes out in all of this. It's back up the front. It's Ben leading from Jack. Glenn has moved up to third. Sean's struggling a little bit now, back in fourth. Loshi's just leaving the pits. Oh! This is going to make it very interesting. Just didn't quite. It's always hard coming out of that pit to get the momentum when the boys are at full beans down that front straight. Sees Loshi rejoin in fifth, but around about 1.5 seconds. But it has now given Moz that extra bit of help in getting back up the front, as Jack leads through the hairpin. Sean now has got a second wind. He's back up there as well. We're on lap 12. Four into three isn't going to go, so one of these boys is going to be very unlucky at the end of this race. Oh, Sean throws it down the inside. That was a bit of a banzai move, wasn't it, Glenn?
Yeah, well, now he's stuck on the outside. Sorry if Sean's partner's watching. I'll try and be kind to him.
I know, it's fair in love and war. It was a good move, but you did give him space, so they're never going to die wondering. That's the thing.
Exactly right.
As long as you boys don't get into too much of a battle and allow those two at the front to get away, need to get back up there with those two and keep them honest as well. Oh, Ben tags Jack through that corner. That's compromised Jack. Big time. Let's put Glenn up into second now. Not sure I should ask, but was there any commentary from Jack at that stage, Glenn?
It's usually good if there is commentary, but if he's silent, you know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
And he's quite silent at the moment.
Okay, the visor's down.
It certainly would be.
Well, he's got about 3.5 laps to do something about it, so it's 2 weeks in a row that he's been slightly escorted. Still a fair way to go in this race though, so anything can happen. Make their way onto the straight. Start lap 14. Glenn moves out of the draft. Loshi, meanwhile, sets the fastest lap now, a 1:43.4. Sean, meantime, has moved up into second. Loshi now on the back of this train. He's been putting in some cracking times with those new tyres. Maybe that was a good move to hold off.
Yep, I'd love these tyres right now.
Jack looks to try and get a move done on Sean. Side by side. Up over Lukey. Sean's going to have the inside for this corner. But we have seen him run too wide through here previously, so anything's possible as Jack holds on around the outside, which is now the inside. All right, I'm going to jump on. Let's jump on board with Glenn again. Jump on the roof, get a bit of a bird's eye view down this long straight. Jack moves now up into second. Tries to persuade Sean that there's no room there, but Sean says, well, I'm going to make room. These boys don't give much quarter, do they?
Yeah, if that wasn't Jack, I would have closed that gap off hard.
I was wondering about that. Sean goes defensive, down into the hairpin. This is some crazy racing. Coming around to commence the final lap shortly. So it's all to play for. So cross the stripe, one to go. Meanwhile, Henry has managed to get through on Loshi. So again, Henry having those fresher tyres. Oh, they thought about 3 wide. So still Ben leading from Sean, from young Jack. Go back with Glenn and jump on board again.
Oh, it's all happening.
Whoa. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Something's happened to Dave
there you
Gogol
go.
as well. Yeah, it all sort of came undone, didn't it?
Yeah.
But Dave spun on his own, so it's actually Sean that's leading now. So I don't know. So Sean is leading from Ben. It's going to be Sean Doyle that actually wins after all of that. So Sean from Ben. Loshy gets home in third. Then it's young Jack. Henry home in fifth. Then Moz. We'll get some official results up shortly, but wow. Initial thoughts, Glenn?
Well, I'm just about to jump in the replay and have a look.
Yeah.
Because
I'm going to do the same. While I'm going to just go back and have a look and see if I can see what happened. So you tap with. Oh, so that was Henry. It was Henry that got into the back of you with when you tapped young Jack. So yeah, it all sort of snowballed from there.
it did snowball, didn't it?
It did. So interesting. We might have a few things to look at this week.
Me.
As we're joined in the chat by Loshy. All right,
Yes, I got to take advantage of a few things tonight.
I'm going to quickly bring up some results. Do you boys? Oh, hang on.
I'll drag Ben and Sean down while you do that, Greg, so you can go through the commentary if you like.
Thanks, Loshy. All right, let's get some results for our feature.
I don't have the rights.
Okay, well, I'll drag them in. All right, so our official results for race 3. It's Sean Doyle with the win, Ben second, Loshy third, Jack Boyd home in fourth, then Henry, Moz, Dean Logsdale, Darren Linus, the Cobra home in ninth, then Rob McGrath, a good run home in 10th as I flip the page. In 11th, it was Glenn Boyd after the incident that we saw. Then Steve Barker home in 12th. Scott Harvey, Dave Gogol, Shannon Curry, Steve Daniels Jr. Good consistent opening night for Steve. Then Phil Paradiso, Brett Hadfield, Campbell Hutton, Andy Phillips, and over the page, Dave Logsdale Senior. Rounds out our 21. All right, we've got some boys have joined us in the chat. I'm going to start with our winner, Sean.
What a night of racing, gentlemen.
Pretty happy with that?
I'm happy with the whole night. That was some seriously door-to-door action.
It was, wasn't it? It was pretty spectacular to watch from this angle, I must say.
Yeah, make for nice, entertaining racing.
Oh, and congratulations on the win.
Cheers, mate.
It's a tough field to crack tonight, so you did well.
You really can't get away.
No.
The draft and great.
Interesting night. And Ben grabbed a second
Hello.
After a little bit of door banging.
Yeah, I mean, it was good racing. There was one point where I think Jack tried to force me off there, so I gave him back what he was serving me, and then it was. Other than that, it was really close racing. I enjoyed it.
I think that might have been a bit of payback for what we might have seen a bit earlier in the race, but it's all fair. I think you gave Jack a bit of a hurry up on an earlier lap. So knowing Jack, he's keeps it clean until he doesn't keep it clean, and he's always got a fairly solid reason. So good hard racing, but nevertheless probably something to be mindful of in the future. Just try and keep it on the black stuff. But
it was great racing with the Boydies. It was unreal.
But
it was awesome.
It was good racing all round. But as I said, having raced and broadcast with the Boydies for a long time. I know they only ever hand out what they're served up, so probably something to perhaps keep in mind. But nonetheless, a good race, good result to grab that second. And Mr. Losh.
Hello.
Mr. Wayne Bradbury Losh.
You hang around and keep up with the front guys, something's bound to happen.
Well, I was questioning your pit strategy during the race, but I thought it might have been a little bit late. But then when those tyres came on, you actually got the fastest race lap as well. So
yeah,
good
when
call.
the other guys went in early, I wouldn't, if I was on my own, that wouldn't have worked. But Fenson was setting a pretty good pace and he stayed out. So I sort of said to Moz, I'm going to go for a long strategy here, so I've got a bit of extra pace at the end. It might come in handy. And then Fenson stayed out, so I did one extra lap, and when I came out, everyone else's tyres were, I don't think tyres go off that much in the 86. I was setting all right laps before I went in, but they do have that good sticky period for the first couple of laps when they're new. So yeah, I've come out behind a pack of 4 really fast guys and a fresh set of tyres and set the quickest lap. So just a bit of good luck and good timing.
Yeah, no, turned out to be the right strategy. I think Mr. Boyd Senior, who was in the chat with me, might have mentioned that he would have gladly swapped tyres with you there the last couple of laps.
Yes, yeah.
But no, all in all, a fantastic night of racing. As I said, it was really good to broadcast. The racing was all in all hard but fair. So that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, it was really, really close every race. I think all of the front 4, 5, 6 sort of things rubbed doors and had little pushes here and there, and it was good fun. It was all done relatively cleanly.
Yeah, bit of a unfortunate ending towards the end of race 3, but I'm sure Mr. Boyd will review the footage.
I have reviewed the footage, and let me just say I've got to sort it out in my household.
Yeah, I was going to say I've just watched it a couple of times, and Jack came down off the ripple strip and went out a little bit wide into is it Ben?
Yeah.
And there was that little bit of push, and then Ben served a little bit up into the left-hander, which gave you a space to get into, and then Jack's just turned straight back into that gap, and it wasn't there anymore. And
That's
I was going, the Boydies are taking each other out. Then you've straightened it back up. It was perfect, and then Fenson's got you and taken you out, and I ended up going past Jack because he had no momentum left, and you, as you were hitting the grass barrier, and just thinking, wow, this just looks like race 1 for me. Had it happen in race 1 where I got a second, and the last race where I got a third. So it was like, yeah, okay, I got to go away more often.
In fairness to Glenn, he did mention on the broadcast that he gave Jack the first one free. He gave him 1 free pass, so he certainly wasn't going to give him 2.
Well, I couldn't do anything anyway, because when he was on the wide line after having a little bit of a door banger with Ben, it was like I was there by default, so I couldn't, and I wasn't watching for him. He just, unfortunately, but the real thing, I think it was Henry. Henry was, I think he was just trying to give me a push, so it was all. Wasn't.
It's so hard when you're so close, and all of a sudden there's a little gap that opens up, and then it's shut.
Yeah,
exactly right. And before you know it, and of course we all know you're trying to get, if you can put your car on the inside of that turn in that split second, you're going to take it.
Yeah, it was just, like I said, just good hard racing all round. I think I don't think
it was great.
There's certainly no animosity from anyone. I think, as I said, there was a few taps and minor scrapes, but when you're racing that close over 16 laps, but all in all, and it shakes the championship up a little bit, which is always good to see as well.
That's it.
Sean's coming on fire.
Yeah, I know. I'm spewing I missed the first run.
Well, like I said, you've had your drop round now, and so's
Yep,
Loshy.
that's
So once the drop rounds come into play, or the drop races they actually are, so that'll shake things up a little bit. So I think after probably next week, we'll start to get a better picture of where everybody's sitting. Because I noticed there's a few boys that were up in the championship, like Ben Singer, and that weren't on tonight. So yeah, there'll be a bit of a shake up on the leaderboard. But anyway, let's get back to some shout outs. Sean, anyone you want to send a shout out to?
Vermilion Academy, all you guys. Ben, that was unreal. Me and you working together, mate. Scotty Harvey, mate, you're a legend. My mum, my partner, and my beautiful daughter. And yeah, cheers for the great racing.
No worries. And Ben, any shout outs?
Yeah, Vermilion Esports, Sean and Scotty for helping. They're awesome tonight and good lads. Who else? My dad, Ben Fortnite Media, Lewis Greathead coaching, and yeah, just the Vermilion team.
No worries. And Loshy?
Just the Sim Shack for organising this, and Palmer's for supporting our
Palmer's.
Eh,
My mum looks beautiful now.
long-time supporter of all of our little racing leagues and things that we've been running for a few years now. So yeah, that'll do.
No worries. And of course, in Damo's absence, we're going to hear from the great man himself, Moz.
Really? Why do you want to talk? You want to talk to Torpedo and Moz? Are we talking? Is this regarding race 2? I'm so sorry to whoever I knocked out. Could have been 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4. I don't know. I'll have to watch that back. Look, I think it was great racing. My bit was me. Hopefully, I'll turn up and do a better job next time. I was behind the leaders. I thought it was just great to see. Everyone go at it, especially the Boydies. We need to see more of that.
Yes, it's not often we see the two Boydies having contact and one of them being beside.
Me and Ben were having a ball with it. It was like, me and Ben versus the Boydies. Let's go.
Yeah, it was the best part. I'll replay it several times. Just thanks to Palmer's. Thank you all. I'm just happy about the turnout. It's been fantastic, and no demos. So, how many bonuses do we need?
That'll get back.
I was going to say you'd be listening.
Yeah, it'll be Torpedo Damo into the back of me next week.
So the only other question I've got for you, Moz.
Yeah.
Did you find your braking marker at the hairpin tonight?
No, I'm going to drive down to Phillip Island tonight. It's about an hour and a half from me, so I'll have a look, see where it is. Yeah.
Because I know you were having trouble with that last night. So
yes, I just don't learn. I mean, what can you say?
Damo's just jumped onto the chat and says, "I'm here."
I love you, Damo. You're the best. Yeah, we're only saying good things about you.
He obviously heard what you said, Moz. So I think you're cooked.
Good chance.
And of course, Mr. Boyd, any shout outs from you?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things to say, and that is, it's always great fun when I'm in the fence and I see Wayne Losh going past, waving like the Queen.
Yes.
That's number one. And number two, when the Boydies serve it up, we make sure it's bacon and eggs. Right? That's it. Other than that, thanks everyone for coming out. Shout out to number one fan, and we'll see you boys next week.
Awesome.
Thanks, Glenn. All right. Well, on that note, I think we might call it a night, and look forward to catching up with everyone again next week, next Wednesday night, where we will be racing at Donington Park, the full circuit. That will definitely sort the men out from the boys, because probably not as big a drafting track as what the first two have been. So no doubt there'll be some more great racing next Wednesday night. So make sure you jump on and join us at 7 o'clock Adelaide time next Wednesday night. Until then, stay safe and we'll catch you all next week. Bye for now.